All right, the Pistons lost 20 of their last 21 games, so they've won in 21, 1-20 in their last 21 games. Obviously, we was kind of tracking where they cracked 20 games, 20 wins this season, and they've been tracking up under 20. But let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You got some people saying it's the worst Piston team they ever. But you got to remember too, before Isaiah came and all them years, they was real bad. They were atrocious. So I can't say it's the worst Piston team ever, because they was attracting more of a crowd than those guys was. But in my lifetime, it definitely, from an entertainment value standpoint of view, it is the worst Piston team that I seen. And and like I said, I knew they was trash because I used to be able to sit there and watch, the UPN Pistons and, even Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe. I used to be able to watch those guys. They were entertaining and they would be able to hold my attention. But this team just can't hold my attention outside. If Ivy don't play, I don't watch. If Ivy and Durant don't play, I just refuse to watch. And if they playing, I'm watching, but it's just like, bro, they just can't hold my attention. It's hard to watch. I had more interest in the South Carolina Iowa game in the girls tournament than basketball all year. That was the most that's the most basketball I watch. And probably the second most basketball I watched, or third, was LSU in Iowa. Female basketball. So I just, it's hard for me to watch basketball this day, but I'm usually watching the hometown teams. But it's hard, man, because, you just see the same mistakes that they're making and there's no improvement. There's no adjustments being made by Dwayne Casey, and somebody got to get fired. For you to be losing like this. And like I said, I didn't mind if they, I didn't really mind if lost my train of thought, if they tanked another season. I said I wasn't mad if they tanked another season, but not like this. They're not improving. They're not progressing. It's no progress is moving forward, and they're not getting better. And they've been doing the same thing since Dwayne Casey got here. Remember, they went on like a 20-something game losing streak or something like that when Reggie Jackson and Blake Griffin and them was there. It's just a lot of mistakes that they made. The biggest mistake they made, I think, so far, outside of hiring Dwayne Casey, which I told y'all you could look at. I'm going to put the videos up and share them in the comment section and on Twitter and possibly Facebook, right? The biggest mistake about Dwayne Casey, but the biggest mistake they made, bro, was not jump-starting their rebuild earlier, where they got Dwayne Casey, he supposed to develop, but then they wanted to win now. They traded for Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin had value. Andre had value the year they got swept by Milwaukee. Instead of trading Blake, Andre, Reggie, and starting over at that point, they allowed Blake Griffin to play on an injured knee. They didn't get a great return for Blake. They didn't get nothing for Blake. They didn't get nothing for Reggie. They both got bought out. Didn't get nothing for Andre Drummond. And they should have sold at that trade deadline. And that was their biggest mistake. And they let you know, as a senior advisor, Ed Stefanowski didn't know what the hell he was doing, unless it was Tom Gores that wanted to win and get to the playoffs. That set this franchise back 3, 4, 5 years. It did. And then you got Dwayne Casey. But you know what? If it was ever a year to tank, it was this year. At least last year, watching Cade was fun. This year, it's just not been fun. Ivy has been the juice, but his juice, the reason why Cade became fun to watch is because Cade had full control and didn't have to deal with Killian Hayes after the backup coach sent him to, assistant coach sent him to the bench. Jaden Ivey still got to deal with him, and he just inconsistent, bro. He's a cancer to whoever he in the backcourt with, as far as Ivy and Cade Cunningham. He's a cancer, and they keep throwing him in the starting lineup. And, until they get rid of Dwayne Casey, and I'm going to give Troy Weaver a pass. But until they get rid of, because it's hire his own coach, until they get rid of Dwayne Casey, Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes, they're not going to have much. They're not going to win shit. And then on top of that, they got to make a decision between Wiseman and Duren. And Duren is the guy, in my opinion. No offense to James Wiseman, but Duren is the guy. A lot of this fat got to go. A lot of this fat on the basketball team got to go. Man, I'm telling you, the only guys that I'm keeping around is Wiseman. Even though I prefer Duren, but let them battle out. Wiseman, Duren. Well, the core is Duren, Cade, and Ivy. Them your 3 starters. Everybody else, Burks, Bojanovic, Diallo, coming off the bench. Them the only 6 or add James Wiseman, because I'll keep him to see what he can do. Them the only 7 that I'm bringing back next year. Everybody else, the guard from Toronto, from Canada, what's his name? Corey, whatever, he got to go. Rodney Magruder can go. Isaiah Stewart, Marvin Bagley. I'm tired of Bagley. He don't stop nobody. And you that big and you ain't getting me, you know, you don't, and then he ain't been rebounding of late. Dog, they got to get rid of a lot of these dudes, and that should be the nucleus that they building around. And everything around the 3 I said as a starting lineup should be shooting and defense. That's where it started. But, you know, I can't say that it's the worst Pistons team of all time. But what I can say is the worst Piston team since I've been watching. Since the 90s and the 2000s, it's the worst I've seen, you know. And this was their last year, but Dwayne Casey, somebody got to get fired off. Dwayne Casey had 20 game losing streaks multiple times in his career. If my memory serves me correctly. So he got to go, and they got to get somebody as far as a head coach who gonna emphasize defense. That's the key about coaching in Detroit and small markets. You got to do it with defense. So you got to emphasize defense, and they got to come with an offense that fit what the Pistons do. Not just sitting out there taking threes. You got guys like Diallo, Bojanovic, Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham who can attack the rim, and you guys got like Wiseman and Durner who can catch oops and run up and down the court. Why aren't they running and attacking more? Even in the half court, they should be attacking and getting to the line. Not a coach that's going to have 4 or 5 people standing at the 3-point line. They should be attacking the paint, getting to the foul line, and then playing inside out. That's what even Bojanovic can attack people, so they should be attacking people. And when teams start playing for them to sagging off an attack, then you ask Ivy and Cade Cunningham to start shooting 3-pointers. But the number one thing, Cade Cunningham and Ivy should be the number one backcourt at getting to the free throw line. But I can't say it's the worst team. And about the streak, I'm not surprised. They in a tankathon, and they probably end up with 5th pick. Watch, they'll end up with Victor Walla-Banana. But I'd definitely be happy with the kid from Alabama if everything check out with him. I forget his name, Brandon something. I think he a great fit, efficient scorer. That's what you want, somebody that's efficient and not a volume scorer. You got enough volume in a natural scorer. You want somebody that's just efficient, can shoot it, can defend, and But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. First link in the description. Peace.